Hey, Kage. At lunch? Hey, little wolf. Molly at the title? I never know what to expect in one of your streams. Hey, Bisay. Eat these. Eat these nuts. I love that brand, these nuts. Russ, hey, Russ. Russ says, Kage, wolf, Bisay, hi. So let me get out my nuts here. Oops, thought I'd lost my nuts there for a minute. That must be why guys are always grabbing their crotch, just to make sure their nuts are still. B. Please, no. Please go away. Thank you. Here we go. It's nut time. Do another nutter. Hopefully they'll show up and be where we can see them and not hiding behind the bushes and stuff. As you can see, it's pretty sunny here today. I got smart and wore a hat so that I can still read the chat. Hey, Sam. Your gloves friend is here. Mom Dog, do you have any disposable gloves with you? I do not. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting. I apologize, Sam. My bad. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Hope you have a great and wonderful day, says Red Bull Princess. Thank you. I hope you do too. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Or for hanging out. I always say thanks for stopping by like I expect people to just run off. Everyone is welcome to stay. And look at the beautiful new foliage on the trees. Brand spanking new. Look at that. Look at that. How pretty is that? And you got the blue sky in the background. You got the road noise coming from the road. Other than that, it's like all natural. Although I don't know, I guess in go away, bee. I guess in this day and age, traffic is kind of a natural thing, isn't it? Plus, it's about that time all the kids are getting out of school. Hey, bee, say you're nuts. Thank you. I try. I do try. Looks stunning, Maul, says Russ. Thank you. I say thank you like I had anything to do with it. I just live here. Stuff happens on its own. See if I can show you guys some more leaves without without blinding you guys with the sun. That's a different bird. I think it came from over here. Wow, that was a really loud bird. You are so lucky, says Russ. Well, thank you. I am lucky. I am lucky. I do enjoy it. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Here, squirrely, squirrely. You know that weird bird that I'm hearing, I think actually might be a fox. Of course, now it's gone quiet. We got some of these. I don't know if you guys can see on. Well, I guess you can kind of see some of these little Pokemon like leaf things are starting to kind of wither because we're getting more shade back here. The more shade we get, the less stuff grows. Well, the more moss grows. Funny because I thought I found a fox and it turned out to be a weird bird. And I know what you're talking about too. And now we've got so many leaves that have grown in that we can't even see the creek anymore. But that's fine. I like the leaves. I like the shade. Except these weird, freaky leaves that are sticking out of the ground. I don't know what they are. They bother me. It's just like one leaf. Just one leaf. Oh, is that a squirrel? Nope, that was just the wind. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. I don't hear that fox anymore. Wait a minute. Fox are supposed to be out at night, aren't they? Does does that mean we have a rabid fox around? That's nice. I would probably still try and pet it because that's how I am. Where's the chipmunks? Haven't seen the chipmunks in a while. Bisay says, we don't have a cloud in the sky today. We've got a few clouds, but mostly sun. And I keep looking up at it like it's not gonna burn my eyes and blind me. Oh god, there's a spider. Okay, where'd you go? Run, spider. I don't know where it went. I saw it at the end of its web, and I grabbed its web, and then it disappeared. So if I scream later, means I found it. Russ says, is it warm there today, Molly? Weather looks great. It is pretty warm. It's probably too warm to be wearing black, for sure. Where are you, little critters? More importantly, where did you go, little spider? That spider's totally gonna go, gotcha, later. Hey, Jack. Jack says, hello, Molly. Hope you're well. How are you, Jack? It's good to see you, Sir Jack. I'm just doing my squirrel call here. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But they know here, squirrely, squirrely means there's nuts. Russ says, how's Dr. Evil? He's the same. He's the same. I got him some more kitten food today. He decided that he's now gonna be. Oh, okay, there's the spider. Okay, it's dead. Oh, hey, I didn't scream. I'm pretty proud of myself. Go me. Oh, that was horrible. That was really horrible. It was on me. It touched me. It touched me with its disgusting spider legs. And I didn't scream and I didn't pass out. Pretty proud of myself. Go me. Jack says, I'm good. Good to see you. Glad you're good, Jack. Bisay says, hey, Sir Jack. Jack says, hello, BGN. You have nice tanks. I'm sub to you. Oh, thank you, Jack. Yeah, he's got some really awesome tanks and some really awesome fish, too. Russ says, I'll scream for you. Jack says, hello, Bisay. Bisay says, what kind of nuts do you spread? Oh, I spread peacock nuts, which are what we call unsalted raw peanuts. Although, I've been thinking about getting like a trail mix is the only term I can think of, but like a trail mix of nuts that squirrels like what are those big nuts that look like a toe? They look like your big toe. I forget what they're called. But they have like those and peanuts obviously and sunflower seeds, shelled sunflower seeds. The problem is I can't remember where I saw it. I had to start bookmarking stuff more. Russ says, thanks, Jack. Jack says, I'm sub to Bisay. Awesome, Jack. You're awesome. Bisay says, average temperature of nuts is 94.9, about 5 degrees cooler than the kidneys. Good to know, Bisay. Thanks for that little pearl of wisdom. Jack says, they eat our wild bird seed. Oh, yeah? Oh, maybe I'll get some seed for him. Well, I did get him some black oil sunflower seeds, and they just don't seem to care for him that much. I mean, they hardly eat them. The chipmunks will eat them, the birds will eat them, but the squirrels are like, meh, give me these nuts. Brazil nut, that's what that is, Jack. Thank you. Yeah. Russ says, my nuts are hot, 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 hot. Well, you can always sit on an ice pack. That'll make you more comfortable. Jack says, here in Washington State, we have wild filberts, hazelnut. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Are filberts, are those the ones that look like the toe, or is it the Brazil nut, the longer one? No, I think you're right. It is the Brazil nut. Like before it's cracked, it looks like a monkey toe, and then you crack it, and then it looks like a human toe. I'm weird. Brazil nut is in the big one. Okay, okay, gotcha. Thank you, Jack. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. I can't go higher than that or I'll hurt my neck. I'll hurt my neck. I'll hurt my throat. Which is already threatening to crap out on me as it is. Bisay says, true story. One day my dad shot a squirrel. Another squirrel came out and started to eat the dead squirrel. And a bald eagle swooped in and flew away with the cannibal squirrel. Wow. Wow, that's epic. That's epic. That is something that would go viral on YouTube. Speaking of something that would go viral on YouTube, I have a beta that, well, he'll eat his regular food, but then he also eats my snails. And he doesn't stop at just one snail. And he looks like he looks like he swallowed a little mini watermelon or like a giant pea. So he's going on a starvation diet, and then he'll get a little bit of spirulina with uh, a shelled pea. That's the word I was looking for. Shelled pea. The mushy inside part of the pea. Jack says, wow, Bisay, I believe it. Russ says, Brazil nuts are just nuts in Brazil. Well, but what if you take them out of Brazil? Do they become a different nut? Hey, Lady Sky, how are you? Lady Sky says, hi, Jack Prepper. Bisay says, no one would believe it anyway. I thought I was alone in the snail marking beta club, says Little Wolf. Little Wolf says, my female beta eats snails too. Yeah, some of them they just suck them right out of the shell, and they just look like, what? I didn't do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Lady Sky says, hi, Bisay. Bisay says, hi, lady. Lady Sky says, I'm okay, Mom Dog. Russ says, then they become Brazil nuts. Then they come Brazil nuts. But when they're in Brazil, they're just regular nuts. Like, you go to China and Chinese food is just food. Not that I've been to China, but I assume that Chinese food there would just be called food. Lady Sky says, hi, BGN. Actually, let me put the all messages on because YouTube is stupid and can't figure out to. Oh, here's a squirrel. Hi. Um, you're a little too close for comfort. Also, that's not where I put the nuts. Hi, can you go over there, please? A little bit further. There you go. There's a good squirrely. There's a good squirrely. I think you're koala. Are you koala? Just to show you how close the squirrel is, here's the edge of the deck right here where I'm sitting. And there's a squirrel just like, hey, I'm gonna eat this shit right here. I can see this thing's eyelashes. It's so close. Zoom out a little bit so I don't have to make everybody dizzy. Jack says, bald eagles are insane. My mother was hand feeding a white rabbit, and a bald eagle came down and snatched it up less than a foot in front of her. Yeah, I believe it. I get worried when I hear hawks. And you better believe if a hawk starts diving down, I'll dive in front of that hawk. I know I'll get shredded, but I don't care. I'd save these little guys. These are my little buddies. Who else would eat my nuts? Who else would eat my nuts? Do you know where Onyx is, little guy? Oh, holy hell. Here she comes. I think. Are you Onyx? Ooh. Yep, that's Onyx. And she just made some kind of weird barking noise at that other squirrel. And now that other squirrel's gone. Take a close-up of Onyx here. Hi, Onyx. How you doing, girl? That paw's looking much better. Oh, you poor thing. Your nipples look so raw and sore. You poor thing. You poor, poor little mommy. Okay, where was I? Hello, Lady Sky, says Jack. She eats the small ones with the shell, says Little Wolf. Yeah, oh shoot, well, mine sucks them out of the shell, but doesn't just stop at one. Wild, says Jack. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat and keep the squirrels in view here. Jack says, good, Lady Sky. Hope you're good on this fine day. Russ says, so beautiful. Little Wolf says, so cute. Hey, Miss Daisy, how are ya? Miss Daisy says, hi, everybody. Bisay says, lady, I missed most of your short live yesterday. Oh, you did I get no notifications and I miss everybody's lives. And it really cranks me off. And just so you know, we still got this guy over here. Although I think it's a girl. Although I'm not totally sure. And oh, Onyx is watching him. Onyx is watching the gray squirrel. Little Wolf says, I have to go, but I hope your stream goes well, Molly. Bye, all. Bye, Little Wolf. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Hope you have an awesome day. Miss Daisy says, hey, Bisay. Bisay says, hey, Daisy. Daisy? Daisy? Hey, Daisy! Jack says, hello, Miss Daisy May. Russ says, hi, Onyx. Jack says, I have saved several squirrels from my neighbor's cats. Yeah, I'd do that too. I would definitely do that as well. I'd say these guys are my buddies. I'd save them. Miss Daisy says, hey, Jack, good to see you. Russ says, hi, Miss Daisy. Bye, Wolf. And I'm caught up with, oh, we have an itch. I'm caught up with chat now. I'm going to take a drink and watch the squirrelies. Oh, I guess I'm going to watch the squirrels fight. Look how Onyx all mad. Onyx is like, this is my area. Miss Daisy says, hi, BGN. Russ says she's looking good. Pa is looking better too. Looks like they both don't mind each other too. Jack says, so Molly, how many types of squirrels do you have there? We have, I have personally seen and got on camera 3 different types: black squirrel, the red squirrel, and the gray squirrel. Kage! Hello! Mary and I are here. Hello! Hello, Mary and Kage. Do you see how sore her poor nipples are? Poor little Onyx. Poor little Onyx. Jack says, hello, Kage. Bisei says, my folks have a pair of bald eagles nested across the river for 25 years. The nest is bigger than a bathtub. Wow, maybe 1,000 pounds. They can live for 75 years. Wow, I didn't know that. It's a long ass time for a bird. Well, I guess parrots live a long time. How was lunch, Kage, says Bisei. Bye, Molly. Have a good day, says Miss Daisy. You have a good day too, Miss Daisy. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. Hey, Toady. Toady says, hi, Russ. Bye, Daisy, says Russ. Russ says, hi, Toady. Mary, hey. What could live 75 years? A bald eagle. Bald eagle could live 75 years. Isn't that crazy? Nipples, here we go, says Bisei. There you go. Squirrel's gone wild. I doubt I'll live 75 years, says Russ. Well, way to be positive. You could say, I doubt I'll live to be 200. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I won't live to be 200. But anything before then, who knows? Right, Onyx? Toady says, hi, Jack. Mary says, I don't think I'll live that long. Well, let's talk about happier, more positive things. Wow. The lifespan of the bald eagle went very dark very quickly. Oh, I have to show you guys something if it'll show up on camera. Yes, look at that little head. Little gray squirrel. I'm just part of the tree, don't mind me. Oh, you can go back down. Let's see how Onyx feels about that. Back to you, Onyx. Okay, and now it's doing... Where'd it go? Where'd you go? Look, it's doing some weird rubbing thing on the ground. Oh, now it's licking its ass. Back to you, Onyx. Holy bee, no, please go away. Please go away. Yikes, go away. Whew. Yeah, that squirrel is all into its crotch. Oh, it's marking. That's what it's doing. It's either that or it has worms. Bisay says, "Hi, Mary. Bald eagles." Jack says, "That's a fact, Bisay. Some species of owls can live 100 years. Wow. But I think parrots got them beat." Mary goes, "Boobs! Boobs!" Russ says, "My uncle set up a business selling wings to bald eagles. Didn't sell a single one." I can't imagine why. Jack says, "Hey, monster." "Hello, Mary." Toady says, "I will live till the day I pass away." There you go. I mean, yeah, there we go. That's actually pretty positive. BGN says, "I like a little head." Threw it back, says Jack. "We'll be here." "Hi," says Mary. "Hi, Mary. Am I caught up with chat again?" Mary says, "I think you like a lot of head, Russ." I think he does too, but I also think he's not picky. "Hey, Mad James." "Hello, fellow flying squirrels," says Mad James. "What are you doing?" "Oh, you're just eating something. Okay." She looks like she's going after something that she's pissed off at. What are you doing? Are you over there? You over there still? And the gray squirrel left. Here, squirrely, 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 squirrely. Here, squirrely, squirrely. Maybe I ought to get an actual squirrel call. Russ says, "Well, I wouldn't turn a lot down, Mary." Mary says, "Agrees." Bisay says, "Which is better, bald eagles or bald tacos?" I guess that depends on who you ask. Oh, she's coming back. Oh, she's leaving again. Onyx! Onyx, come back! Come back here, Onyx! Oh, are all the nuts gone? All the nuts gone? It's nut spreading time. Let's spread those nuts. Oh, Mad James says, "Miss Mary?" Mary says, "Maybe you need better quality nuts." Well, I got the raw, unsalted, especially supposed to be best for squirrels and chipmunks and woodpeckers. And they weren't cheap, so I would hope that they're quality. Where you go? Where you go, Onyx? I just put more nuts out. Where you go? I don't know if you can see her laying down right there. I have a feeling it's probably pretty grainy. Rose says, I hope your neighbors know what you're doing when you're doing your squirrel call. eh, I've never claimed to be sane. Bisay says, Mary, how's the alignment on the car? Mary says, James, I didn't get one yet. Matt's giving love back to Mary. Mary says, I just get unsalted peanuts. Mary says, or cheap sunflower seeds from Walmart. What a weird thing to do. But okay. You do you, Onyx. You do you. we're just here to feed ya. My squirrels don't know my squirrels don't know what the expensive, says Mary. What the difference is between the cheap kind and the expensive kind. Bisay says, Mary, if you're around this weekend and want to meet up, we'll have to connect through Discord. I might be able to sneak away. Safe travels. Yeah, we're going to meet up on Sunday. Mary on tour, says Russ. Yeah, exactly. Mary's going on a YouTuber meeting tour. That live with you and Kage last night was so adorable. That was a good time. You guys have a lot of rapport. Menards has the cheapest sunflower seeds. Yeah, but then I gotta go all the way in Muskegon. Although I never thought about that. We have a, what do you call it? Home Depot. We have a Home Depot. I could check there. I'll bet they'd have some. You know what? I never thought about it, but I could check on Amazon as well. I'll bet Amazon would have a bigger variety. I can't find those corn on the cob things that I gave them last year. Not really sure if they like them or not, but they're not getting them now because I can't find them. You fall asleep over there, Onyx? Huh? You falling asleep? Here, squirrely, squirrely. Yeah, that was the opposite of what I said. She's going over the bridge. She's probably going back to her babies. Sandra, hey, good to see you. Sandra says good afternoon. Bisay says Muskegon. If I didn't race there, I would never go. Right? Russ says, hi, Sandra. Sandra says, hi, BGN. Ace, hey, good to see you. Ace says, hi there, Mom Dog. We just had a squirrel. We'll zoom back out until we get more back in. And probably don't need to look at my deck here. There we go. Are you a bird or a chipmunk? Be really nice to see a chipmunk. Even if it doesn't come on camera, just to know that they're still alive down there. Hey, Pokies! Peacock nuts! Yeah, we got them out. You just missed Onyx. She was flashing us her boobies. She was all eating nuts. Well, B, go away, go away. Oh, please go away. Please go away. Okay, crisis averted. Rose says, Pokies? Why we got so many bees out today? Look at this honker. Oh, he's gone. I was going to show you a really big one. Oh, he's come back. And he's gone away again. Anyway, really big ass bumblebee. Russ does not have peacock nuts. Are you sure, Pokies? Have you checked? Yeah, from what we understand, Russ has tea bags. No, bee. Back to driving, says Pokies. Be safe, Pokies. Ace says, BGN Aquariums, I just connected with you, by the way. Thank you, Ace. Appreciate you. Pokey says, Russ is a nut. Russ says, thanks, Ace. Lucy girl, hey, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. We had the squirrels out here just a little bit ago, and now I'm dodging bees. Because they really like me. Oh, I know why they like me. I wear floral perfume. That's why they like me. I'm doing well, says Lucy. I'm so glad to read it. It's always good to see you. Ace says, anytime at BGN Aquariums. I think that's a bird. No, maybe it's a chipmunk. I don't know, I can't tell, but usually when chipmunks bark like that, they'll they'll move their little tails back and forth. It's freaking adorable. I'd love to get that on camera sometime. Russ says, I am a nut, a teabagging nut. I'm back, says Mary. Did you miss me? Yes, we did. Did you even know I was gone? I think I did because I said something to you and Kage and there was no response, so I did notice. I said you guys had such rapport yesterday on the live, and you guys were so cute together. Hey, Chippy, 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 says Russ. A says, hey there, Mary's gigs. Mary says, did Russ find a little head? Well, you raised his expectations. Now he's expecting a lot. How's the squirrel? The squirrel took off. Squirrel said, fuck you. But I put out more nuts, so they should be back. Somebody ought to come back. Russ says, unfortunately not, Mary. Bisay says, I raised 2 peacocks for 15 years, which had over 100 babies. Never once could I get close enough to see their nuts. Ah, yeah, they're pretty protective of their nuts. They're a very closely guarded secret, bordering on a myth. Mary says people watched it after it was over and said comments about us playing with each other. It was fun. Yeah, we're gonna do it again today. Awesome. Mary, Mary says, I'm sorry, Russ. Are you left-handed or right-handed? Be right back, says Mary. Okay, whatever it is, it's getting closer. Here, creature, 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 creature. Here, noise-making, chirping creature. Okay, it's either a robin or a chipmunk. There's a couple of robins on the neighbor's yard that are on the ground. Why they don't fly? I think they don't fly just to annoy me. Hey, Thunder Kitties. Hi, Mom Dog. Hi, Mary. Mary says, I don't know. Russ might be ambidextrous. Depends on how I feel, Mary. Says Russ. Mary says, hi, Thunder Kitty. Shoof. Hey, Shoof. Russ says, Shoof. How are you, Tyler? Shoof said, I'm good, Russ. How you doing? I remembered your name. Yeah, good for you, Russ. I didn't remember. So Russ gets kudos there. I'm lucky if I remember my name and my age. Mom Doug, how are you? I'm good. How are you, Shoof? Russ says, I'm good, buddy. Shoof says, yeah, yeah. Russ says, getting better. You remembered? Says Shoof. Mary says, Kage's house is really cute. I bet. Shoof says, it's all good, Mom Dog. I will remember, though, eventually. Hi, Shoof, says Mary. Shoof says, I'm good, Mom Dog. I'm so glad to read it. Bisay says, but peacocks can be the most vicious birds in the world. One attacked my cousin and effed him up bad in 10 seconds when he tried to pick up a chick. Oh, yeah, I know they're protective of their babies, that's for sure. Geese are really mean. Geese don't even have to have babies and they're mean. I remember when I took my kids, they were 2, 4, and 6. I only had 3 at that time. I took them to this this pond to feed the ducks, and this flock of geese came in and chased away all the ducks, and then chased my 2-year-old. I picked up my 2-year-old and we just left because I was like, I ain't letting no goose eat my baby. She says, Mary, hiya, how you doing? Thunder Kitty says, hi, Bisay. Hey, Thunder Kitty, says Bisay. Mary says, that's what I heard. Peacocks are vicious, but my peacocks are very friendly. They bring their babies to me so I can feed them, and then they walk off. It's crazy. I know, and it's so adorable. And if you guys haven't seen, if you guys want to see the videos of her with the baby peacocks, with the mom bringing the baby peacocks over to her, check out her channel. She's got some shorts that are freaking unbelievable. If you wouldn't believe them unless you saw them. Mad James says, I'm a squirrel and I'm walking on my toes. Zed, hey, how you doing? Thunder Kitty said, I got pecked by an emu. Ouch. At a zoo. Oh, yeah, they've got really huge, hard beaks. That must have hurt. Mad James says, Thunder Kitties. Russ said, there's a farm down the road that keeps geese rather than guard dogs. Really? I'm not. I had a guard duck one time. I had a duck named Friday. He was a pekin. He was a big white male duck. And he was very, very protective of us, of the family. I mean, he would, he wouldn't let the mailman or the meter reader come into the yard at all. He would, and we only had a short fence. So that little sucker just flew right over the fence, just kind of, well, he couldn't, he was too big to fly, but like he just kind of hop flew over the fence and would chase the mailman. Although I don't know. I mean, Thunder Kitty says, hi, Mad. Mary says, I don't try to pick up their babies. Yeah, that's a good idea. Shu says, I have bad news. My Nan's in hospital. She broke her thigh bone. Oh my god. Oh, sending hugs and love and healing wishes, Shoof. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible. Issei says, yeah, Mary, it only happened once. That's interesting. I just got I'm supposed to be off work, but I just got a notification to join a meeting for work. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Anyway, I'm busy. Hope she gets well soon, Shoof, says Russ. Thunder Kitty says, I tried to feed it. Oh. Yeah, sometimes they don't. That reminds me of Dr. Evil when he was a kitten. I tried to feed him with a bottle. He destroyed 3 nursing bottles. The whole there were 4 kittens. They were orphaned. They were feral wild cats. And Dr. Evil was the only one that I couldn't tame enough to adopt out. So I kept him, and yeah, he's now the only He is now the last surviving member of his litter. Yeah, fun fact about Dr. Evil. There we go. Mary said, last year they brought their babies to me. Nobody cared. My peacocks are very friendly for me. Yeah, your peacocks are awesome. Thank you, Rush. You should be okay soon, says Shoof. I'm glad to hear that. I was baked, lol, says Thunder Kitty. I hope so, buddy, says Russ. Mary says, peacock videos, I can't believe that I get to film them. Russ says, you film cocks, Mary? Sorry, read it wrong. Peacocks. Oh my goodness. Bisay says, but peacock is delicious too. It's a delicacy in England. My parents tricked me into eating it. Really? Thunder Kitty says, peacocks are beautiful. The voice scares me. Thanks, Mom Dog, says Shoof. Mary says, okay, Kage's going to mess with my computer now, and I need to make a quick claim deed. Alrighty. Thank you for stopping in, Mary. I appreciate you. Russ says, don't join that meeting, Molly. No, I'm not going to. Mary says, Bisay? Shoof says, Russ, what in the world? Peacocks like peanuts, says Mary. And they like kitten food. Ooh, I wonder if, because I happen to have some dry food now that Dr. Evil won't eat dry food anymore. I wonder if these guys would like. Well, actually, I should research and see if it's good for them before I feed it to them. Oh, here we have a squirrel. He's just running around doing squirrel things. I put fresh nuts out. Was that a waste of my energy or what? Anyway, I'm behind on chat. Russ says, Mwahaha. Bisay says, we were famous. People could hear them for 2 miles every day, morning and night. I bet. Shoof says, do they marry? Didn't know that. Share Bear. Hey, Share Bear. Ben. Hey, Ben. Russ says, believe in. Share Bear says, can't stay. I'm so sick. Going back to bed. Love you all. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Share Bear. Love and hugs and healing wishes. I hope you get better soonest. Mary says, believe in. I think she's trying to say something else, but talk to text is being an ass. Bisay says, see you, Share Bear. Get well soon, Share Bear, says Russ. Mary says, I'm so sorry to hear, Share Bear. Ace says, Shoof, I just connected with you, by the way. Thank you, Ace. Appreciate it. I love it when you guys connect with each other. You see somebody you haven't seen before, check them out. You never know what kind of things you'll find. You could find your new best friend. You could find your new best hobby. You could find a hobby that you didn't know that you liked. You could find a new way to make money. You just never know. It's worth that click. Mary says, no, peacocks or chickens, but no. Shoof says, hi to Ace. Thunder Kitty says, I'm going live tonight with the buddies. Insides, it's raining here. Oh, cool. What time, Thunder Kitty? Cool, says Mary. Shoof says, wait, Ace, did you sub to me? I sub back. If you did, I appreciate it. Mary says, believe Russ. Debbie, hey, good to see you. How are you? Mom dog is so sweet, says Mary. Thank you, Mary. So are you. Oh, and the squirrel left, and I was reading chat. Although I'm caught up, so it's kind of worth it. Mary says, there's no one how I would eat a peacock. Same. I've seen their babies, of course. I've seen chicken babies, and I ate them, so never mind. Debbie says, sorry, Mom Dog, I'm good. You're all good? You're all good. Shoof says, what in the world? Yeah, things get crazy around here. Anything goes. Well, almost anything. Shoof says, I'm confused. Why wouldn't you eat a peacock, Mary? Debbie says, Jay. Thunder Kitty says, I wouldn't either. Debbie says, hey, Mary. Yeah, I wouldn't eat a peacock either. They're too pretty to eat. Thunder Kitty said, I'd rather eat dino nuggets. Shoo says, oh shoot, my bad, I thought you meant pheasants. Oh, no, no worries. No worries. Mary says, because I make videos of them and people love them, and if I ate them, then I couldn't make videos. That'd be true. If you ate them, there wouldn't be many left. Frickin' bees. Please go away. Mary says, and because I love them, I'm not making videos of fried peacock. Shoof says, Thunder Kitty, I have never had a dino nugget. I have, but it was a chicken nugget. It was made out of chicken shaped like a dinosaur. Bisay says, yeah, it wasn't on purpose. After dinner one night, my mom asked, how was your turkey tonight? I said, delicious. Then I was only traumatized until dessert. Oh, you unknowingly ate a peacock? Yeah, says Thunder Kitty. Wonder if she just lied just to F with you, says Mary. Haha, says Shoof. Bisay says yes. Wow, 21 likes. Thank you guys so much. You guys are spoiling me. Why'd it get quiet all of a sudden? Is there a hawk nearby? We got a bright light. Thunder Kitty says, I've never eaten alligator. I haven't either, but my sister has. I'm pretty sure that doesn't count though. Shu says, I'll be back hopefully. If I forget, I have a fabulous day, everyone. Love you all. Thank you, Shu. If we don't see you again, you have a fantastic day and or night and day tomorrow. Debbie says, thank you for making me a mod. Yeah, no worries. I know who you are, so that's why you're in blue. Thunder Kitty says, hi, Shoof. Mary says, Missouri, the F sun is in your eyes when you go north, south, east, and west. It's insane. Yeah. Russ says, bye, Shoof. Thunder Kitty says, why are you looking at the sun? Because I'm an idiot. I was looking for stuff in the trees, and boom, there's the sun. Bye, Russ, says Shoof. Russ says, oh, wow, I didn't even notice that was misspelled. B-Safe says, I have alligator across the street, only $27 a pound. Oh, that's a lot. Is it worth $27 a pound? Debbie says, I ate alligator, it was good. Or I ate gator, it was good. Is it good? Do you have to have butter with it or something? Some kind of seasoning for it to taste like normal meat? Or does it have a strange taste? Mary says, you can't help it. It's just shines like it into the car. Every direction you go, it's really weird. California was kind of like that too. Thunder Kitty says they sell it at one store up here. Russ says, can have a gator sandwich and make it snappy. Can I have a gator? Oh, I get it. Can I have a gator sandwich and make it snappy? Put an alligator between bread. Mary says gator didn't really have much flavor to me. It just tasted like chicken. Debbie says, I'm from Louisiana. Nice. Nice. How's the weather down in Louisiana today? Thunder Kitty says, everything tastes like chicken in wild except for beer. Debbie says, season it. It tastes like chicken. Mary says, it's easy to overcook gator. Oh, well, I don't like to cook in the first place, so if I don't have to cook it long, that's good for me. Visay says, it's good, but not that good, almost like halibut. Halibut's okay. I could take it or leave it. Oh, that was supposed to say beef instead of beer. Gotcha. Well, beer is factual as well. Oh, freaking bees! Please go away, please. I am so not putting on perfume next time I come out here. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Well, I haven't seen bees. That's why I didn't think about it. Snapper is good, says Mary. Lucy's still here. Hey, Lucy girl. Thank you for hanging out. Thunder Kitty says, I had mac fish that was good smoked. Crawfish is yummy, says Mary. I don't think I've had crawfish, which is weird because I've lived everywhere where they serve it. Well, except for I haven't lived in Louisiana, but like California, Texas, Michigan. Wisconsin. There's everywhere I've lived, there's been places that have it on the menu, and I've never had it. Lucy says, "Hello, yeah, I can speak." Lucy says, "Hey, Mary." Debbie says, "Well, I live in Arkansas now, born and raised in Louisiana. The weather here is beautiful today. I'm so glad to hear it." Lucy says, "Hello, Bisay." Russ says, "Hi, Lucy." Thunder Kitty says, "I call them crayfish." Yeah, we used to call them crawdaddies. Oh yeah, and Debbie just said that. I love crayfish or crawdaddies. Yeah. Hey, Twisted. Hey, how are you? It's so good to see you. Russ says, "Hi, Twisted." Twisted says, "Hi, Russ." Turtles are beautiful and delicious too, says Bisay. Bisay, is there any animal that you won't eat? Or are they just all equally delicious to you? Mary says, "It's like shrimp, only bigger and better." Bisay says, "Hey, Twisted." The song at Walmart, and they call them giant shrimp, says Mary. Thunder Kitty says, "I like crab meat." I think that was supposed to be crab meat, or I hope it was supposed to be crab meat. Mary says, "I mean, they sell them at Meyer and call them giant shrimp." Really? So then maybe I have had it. Cause yeah, I've totally had the giant shrimp at Meyer. Bisay says, "Hi, Lucy." Tiny lobster, says Thunder Kitty. Do they taste like lobster? Okay, we got a Walmart order. I will see you later. Yay! Have a good order. Be safe, Mary. And Kage. Twisted says, "Hi, be safe, Mary." Bye, Mary, says Thunder Kitties. Jack says, "Okay, okay, Molly, back now." Welcome back, Jack. "Hello, Mary," says Jack. Thunder Kitty says, "Crab." Yeah, I'm pretty partial to crab myself. Debbie says, "Yep, Mary, but I love my shrimp." Jack said, "Had to get the ribs in the smoker." Ooh, that sounds good. Debbie says, "I like frog legs too." I've never had frog legs either, unless they're sold as something else at Meyer that I might have. Bisay says, "Crab meat is yummy when the checking account is low." Mmm, ribs, says Russ. I love ribs. Yeah, that sounds really good. Except I already know what I'm having for dinner tonight. I prefer crab meat whole. They don't sell them here much, says Thunder Kitty. I know. It's hard to find crab lately, and it's so expensive that it's just not worth it. Bisay says, "Debbie, frog legs are my number one food of all time." Really? I don't think I could eat frog legs, says Russ. I don't think I could either, just because I have pet frogs. Jack says, "See you, Mary." Thunder Kitty says, "Ooh, chicken feet. I won't eat them either." Who looked at those funky looking things and thought, mm, that must be good eating? Debbie says, "Used to go frog gigging when I was young." I did too. I used to love frogging. Thunder Kitty says, They sell king crab legs, $99 a pound. Yeah, it's even higher here. It was something. It was like 119, I think. 119, 120. Twisted says, I love crab. Frog legs are tasty. Shrimp is good, especially fried. But I don't really like lobster and definitely don't like crawfish. Ooh, so I don't know if I would like. Well, I prefer crab. I can pretty much take or leave lobster. I don't know. I don't know if I would like it or not. I guess I'd have to try it. Jack says, I'm from down south. We have a saying down there. If it's not fast enough to get off the road, it's dinner. Yeah, I've heard that before actually. Boom, squirrel. And it's gonna go right behind the tree. There it goes. We say they're the best, says Debbie. Good evening, Molly and everyone. Hey, Tracy, how are ya? Where'd you go, squirrel? There you are. I'd be broke if I bought them, says Thunder Kitties. Right? That's like, if you only want to eat once a month, that's a good dinner. Anthony, hey Anthony, how are you? Anthony says hi, Mom Dog, and hi to all. Ah, the wooded views again. No more snow, lol. Yeah, no more snow. Snow is gone. And we're getting leaves, and we got this little squirrel. And Onyx has babies somewhere. Debbie says, Jack, lol, yep, sounds like Granny on the Clampets. Jack's laughing at Debbie. Tracy says, I'm good, lovely. How's you? I'm not too bad. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad to hear it. Debbie says, yeah, we eat deer, rabbits, and squirrels too. Just a country girl, lol. I've had deer or venison. Sorry, I thought I saw a squirrel coming over the bridge. Mel, hey! Hey, sweets, literally just heading after my neighbor to kick his ass on WWF. Good luck and have a good time. Tracy says, how's Dr. Evil? He's the same. He's doing the same. He's kind of just kind of winding down. BC says, Debbie, yes. Russ says, hi, Tracy. Both my wizard snails are out. Well, Russ, that sounds like a personal problem. Thunder Kitty says, well, I have to go and prep dinner for my peeps. Thank you for joining us, Thunder Kitties. You have a good dinner and you have a fantastic evening. Mel says, just wanted to say hey and great to hear your voice. Hope you're having the best day. Thank you, Mel. You too. Russ says, do all live streams end being about food? I think so. Most of the ones I'm involved in. Tracy says, hi, Russ. How you feeling? Great. I said it would be hiding. Debbie says, we got a pond to fish. We got a pond to fish too. We not going to starve around here. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, that sounds fun. I wish the creek back here was deep enough to go fishing in. That would be awesome. Well, hell, if the creek back here just had water all the time, I'd be happy. Tracy says, at least they're snails, Molly, not crabs. Well, I was kind of going, that's kind of what I was going for, the hint of. I had a guy friend a while back who would call a certain part of his anatomy his snails. And so that's what came to mind for me. Bisay says bald eagle is delicious too. Aw, similar to spotted owl. Please don't tell anyone. Your secret's safe with us. Mel says, hey Russ. Russ says, I'm getting there, Tracy, feeling about 80% now. We'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, we've missed Russ, and we're so glad that he's finally getting better. Shame B say LOL, says Debbie. Tracy says, aw, great Russ, I've missed having someone to pick on. Aw, poor Russ. Bouncer, hey Bouncer, how are you? Bouncer says, I'm grilling chicken halves over hickory. I'm listening. Oh, nice. That sounds really good. Bouncer says, I'm always some type of guy friend. Do you call your nuts snails too? And he gone. So let's see, where should we go? Where's a pretty view? We'll go over to the squirrel portal. See if we can get some more squirrels back. Thanks, Tracy, says Russ. Tracy says, I had crabs, Molly, but they escaped. Found them dead on the carpet. They escaped. I know that's not actually funny, but it's funny. If you know what I mean. It's not funny, but it's funny. I'm a bald eagle. Bite me, says Bouncer. Were they itchy, Tracy? Says Russ. Jack says, "Be say clouded leopard under glass is delicious. Delicious. Clouded leopard under glass. Oh, but the glass would be nice and crunchy." Nippy Russ, says Tracy. Jack says, hello, Bouncer. Ha ha, says Russ. BC says, my buddy had crabs and took 3 weeks to get rid of them. Oh, how fun. Bouncer says, I'm into dodo meatballs. Bouncer saying hi to Jack. Just fed the kids, said Russ. You got, let's see, tonight is dry food, right? So they got some bug bites? Yes, dried food tonight. I was right. Oh, here's one of those giant bees. That big fucker. See if I can zoom in on it more. It's like a baby hummingbird. It's so big. Okay, enough following the bee. Jack says clouded leopard is one of the most endangered cats on the planet. And people eat them? People eat the weirdest things. Bisay says, BGN, if you feed the kids, they will keep coming back. Well, these kids are wanted. These kids are what are words? Well behaved. They stay where you put them. They're the best kind of kids. They are they stay right where you put them. Those are the best kind of kids. Tracy said, I've started feeding the murder beans out of glass bowls. The tank was getting too messy. Oh, that sounds cool. Like you put them in a glass bowl and feed them and then put them back in the tank? I used to have to feed one of my frogs that way. I used to have to take them out, feed them, put them back. Russ says, I only feed the fish, Bisay. Don't feed any kids. No way. Jack says, no, mom dog. I was kidding about eating one. I figured. I was just messing with you. Tracy says, under glass sounds like window licking. Russ says, do you give them a knife and fork too, Tracy? Bisay says, the only good kids have horns. Mel says, Kay, wait, went off for a sec. Are we feeding eggs to chickens? Just having a puff before heading off. Well, I don't know. Would chickens eat eggs? I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing that we talked about on this channel. Jack says, Winnie, have you ever had roasted quail or pheasant under glass? Try it, you will thank me later. Bouncer said, I hire some specialists to clean my windows. But do they lick the windows? Are your windows properly licked? I mean, I wouldn't lick my own windows myself either. Yes, says Bouncer. LMAO, says Debbie. Swan eggs communicate with each other so they all hatch on the same day, says Russ. Yeah, that's weird. And like, what if one's not ready to hatch? And what if one's like overly ready to hatch? How do they communicate that? Well, says depends. Inside or outside windows? Both. My useless info of the day, says Russ. No info is useless if it's factual. Tracy says, no, Molly, put glass bowls in the tanks and put their live food in, feeding them the live, like Russ does his, there's dead bodies and they rot and oh, gotcha. Okay, so they go into the glass bowls, eat, make their mess, and leave. Bouncer said, "There's a lot of worse things I've probably licked." Mel says, "Premature egg hatulation." Bisay says, "Joke's on you all. Molly is licking a window this whole time." Russ says, "I get away with it because of the bottom feeders, Tracy." Tracy says, Winnie has raw quail egg every day, and raw pheasant or any meat is served in a stainless bowl." Nice. "Not allowed to actually go outside," says Bisay. "How come?" Oh, never mind. Starting to get tired here. Apologies. I didn't take my nap today. Tracy says, "Bowie and Keith are lazy, Russ. So are the Coreys." Mel says, "Birds can't see glass, so maybe inside, maybe out." Lazy buggers. Get them told, Tracy, says Russ. Let's do a quick tree tour here. Whoa, my phone is really hot. Let's see, can I do this without blinding myself? Nope. Hopefully I'm not blinding you guys. But look at all them leaves. That was a bird. That was a bird on the ground. Where are you? Tracy says, "Russ, it's ridiculous with them." Bouncer says, "When it comes to licking, I'm all about quality over quantity. But sometimes I get both. I love popsicles." Bisay says, "I'm so proud of you, Molly. Even being in a straitjacket, you're able to navigate your phone with your nose. Amazing." Thank you. It's hard work. Mel says, "Why do I have a black spanner next to my name?" You should have a blue shield. Russ says, "I only see my Coreys when I feed them." Really? My Coreys are out all the time. My Coreys like to do this three-way kissing thing. It's really weird. It's kind of cute though. Tracy says, "Run out of quail eggs, so Winnie had a boiled hen's egg today. Never again, she stinks." Russ says, "You have a shield on mine, Mel." Yeah, I see a shield as well. Yeah, blue name, blue shield, black banner, then my name, then my words. That's weird. Yeah, I don't see that. Bouncer says, I have 20 minutes until I have to return to my padded room with soft elevator music playing. Oh man, your padded room has soft elevator music? You're so lucky. B-Safe says, three-way, here we go again. Well, that's what they do. They swim around with like their mouths all together. Mel says, oh, Winnie, you also have the same. I have crayons and helmets, says Tracy. Tracy says, not showing my intels. Bouncer, Bouncer, see you for art in a bit, says Bisay. Bouncer says, Winnie, I might have a crayon stuck somewhere. A brown one. Twisted says, we play 90s new metal in my padded room. Oh, nice. You're lucky. You're lucky you've got an upscale padded room. And Lucy's still here. Appreciate you, Lucy. Bouncer says, Bisay eats the paste. I don't know. I've heard it's pretty good. And actually, I don't think Bisay does eat paste because I wouldn't think it would taste much like squirrels. Bisay says, I def smell it. Jack says, hello, Lucy. Tracy says, well, broken crayons still work. Very true. Very true. That's one of my mottos. Broken crayons still work. Crumpled up money still holds its value. And people may not remember what you said, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And yes, I do use all of those as email signatures at work. I wouldn't eat the paste because I get lonely sometimes, says Bouncer. My mayo is also iffy, says Bouncer. Debbie says, we used to take glue, put it on our hands, and peel it off when I was a kid. Oh, yeah! I remember doing that. That was fun. And we'd do these contests to see, like, who could get the most of their hand, like, after the glue was peeled off to make it look like a hand. But we always ripped them. Tracy said, oh, I've bought an aquarium baster today. Baster? Like a turkey baster that to use to suck stuff out of the bottom? Bouncer says, I got kicked out of art class for trying to give my art partner a Brazilian wax with epoxy. Well, how rude. What an unexpected consequence. Jack says, I quit eating glue when I found out it was made out of gorillas. Oh, yeah, gorilla glue. Although, and that'd glue your mouth shut. LOL, Jack, says Debbie. Tracy says, chicken scratching at the back of your hand with an eraser. Bouncer says, it was pretty interesting. Oh my goodness, I've gone over. I only meant to go until 4, and it is now 4:47. I want to thank all of you for putting up with me, even when there wasn't wildlife out here. I want to thank everybody who participated, everybody who just lurked in the background. Ben says, sorry I'm back. Had to design a logo for my cousin. Only took 10 minutes. Wow, good job, Ben. I'm actually ending this, Ben. I went over by about 47 minutes accidentally. But I love you guys, and I thank you guys so much for being here. School glue smelt a fish, says Tracy. Take care, everyone, says Jack. Thanks, Maul, says Russ. Bouncer says, for some reason, she still calls me. Tracy says, thank you, Molly. Debbie says, I've enjoyed this. It was fun. Bisay says, awesome. I have way better things to do. Ben says, okay, Maul, I'll see you on Discord. Alrighty. Thank you, everyone. Everyone, go forth and be kind.